My name is Cronk, and I came here to represent interfaith officiants. While sitting there, I decided I'd rather speak on behalf of myself. Since I mentioned, I'll just tell you, interfaith officiants is a group of approximately 100 volunteers who are ordained clergy in many faiths that have been performing gay and lesbian ceremonies for the past 8 years. And 8 years ago, there was much greater need. Now we're getting more ordained clergy to do it in their churches and other congregations, which we're thrilled about. We're going to bring it out of the backyard. I want to just say, I grew up in a family of 9 kids. My dad was religious Catholic. My mom was religious Baptist, Southern Baptist. Her dad was a deacon. And my parents gave us the choice to choose our own faith, because they couldn't agree. So we studied religion, and we grew up to choose our own faith, and we're all very observant in our respective faiths. We have Methodists, Catholics. I chose Judaism. All 9 kids, something different, but we are all very observant people in our faiths. My dad is the most conservative person. He was the most conservative person I ever met. He watched Fox News 12 hours a day. Some of my friends here know that my dad died a few months back. And on my parents' wall in their house, they have 9 spaces for their kids. And in each space they have a photo of their kids graduating from high school, and below it their wedding picture. And even though my dad had a hard time coming around with my younger sister being a lesbian, eventually he accepted it. And at one point, he drew a little square for my sister's wedding picture might someday be. Well, my sister can't legally get married. She has a partner that lived with my parents, and they took care of my dad when he had cancer. They mowed his lawn, they cleaned the house, they fixed the roof, they cared for my parents. And when I was with my dad when he was dying, he told me, please don't ever stop fighting for your sister to have that faith, that space filled with a picture. I know my dad would have been okay with a picture of my sister's civil union. He would have been fine with that. But what he wanted was that all of the 8 other kids have a wedding picture there. We've all raised our families. We're all faithful to our spouses. We honored my parents' religious ethics that they taught us. And my sister's done everything right. She's charitable, she's giving, she's loving, but she doesn't have a picture there. So I'm here to say, please let my sister have what the rest of us have. And please let my mom die knowing that all 9 kids have their squares filled.